Welcome to the Concussion Community podcast. My name is Sylvie, and in May 2017, I sustained my whiplash and concussion. During my journey, I felt very lost and lonely, but thankfully, I'm doing much better now, thanks to professionals who get it and because of all tips and support from others in the same situation. In my podcast, I will share more about my journey, my struggles, things I learned, tips, my blogs, and how I feel emotionally. I hope this is helping you and you enjoy listening to it. In this podcast, I just want to share how my days looks like, how I plan my days, and what kind of tools I use for that. So, first of all, every day is different, and that makes it really hard to manage everything, to plan my tasks, because sometimes on day one, I can do 10 things, but on day two, I can only do, let's say, two things. So, it's really hard sometimes to make a planning. So that's why I try to plan my days every morning instead of the day before. Because first, in the beginning of my journey, I try to plan my whole week. I try to plan the day before what I would do the next day. Because sometimes you wake up and you don't feel very well. And you just don't want to push yourself too hard doing all those things because that's just not good for your recovery. So I'm planning my days in the morning, and every morning I just sit down. First, I start meditating for 5 minutes, and then I sit down and I feel like, okay, I'm feeling like this today. And sometimes it can be a really bad day, and then I think, okay, I don't plan anything, I just need some rest, and that's it. But on other days, I feel, all right, I have energy, I'm feeling good, so I can plan a few more things. And I write it down in the morning, and still I don't plan that much because even if I'm feeling great and I plan a lot of things, there can be a moment during the day that I'm not feeling well again because I did too many things. So I plan, for example, not everything to the max. So 5 things a day on a good day. But this is different for everyone. It can be two for you. It can be 20 things for you. It's just your personal planning. So please make your own one. But I'm trying to share mine. And yeah, and every morning I write it down. I just start thinking, okay, today I want to do those things. Is it too much? Is every hour planned during the day? Because that's not what I want. I try to make a really flexible planning with lots of breaks because I really need breaks as well. And I'm planning my breaks as well. Because if I don't plan my breaks, sometimes I notice that I don't take them. And then most of the time it's too late before I notice. So I try to plan, for example, I love interacting with people on Instagram with this community. So I plan like 30 minutes or sometimes 1 hour on Instagram just to respond to all the messages, just to see what people made for comments below my post. And then I give myself like maximum of 30 minutes, and then after 30 minutes I need to stop. And I know that it's can be really hard to stop with a task what you're just doing because you are sometimes really passionate and you just don't want to stop. But if you don't, you'll maybe get a setback or something, and that's not worth it. So please try to take your breaks. And after those 30 minutes, I really take a break. For example, for even a small break is okay, like 10 minutes. And then I take my break and then I start with my new task. For example, I'm looking at my emails, and then I do the emails and I know, okay, this is another task. If I'm done with my emails, and that can be sometimes it's just one email, but other days it can be 20 emails. Yeah, we don't know how many emails are there in the inbox. So I try to um, to limit that time, for example, for 45 minutes. And even if I didn't finish everything, I still take a break. So please time your breaks, everything, to make sure you get a break. And I always plan during lunchtime to make a short walk outside because it really helps me to get the exercise I need, to get the oxygen. It really feels good to do a small walk. Even if you don't feel good, I always try to plan a short walk, and I never regret taking a walk outside. So that's what I do during the day. And then after my lunch break, I sit down again and notice how I feel. Did I already do too much, or am I still energized? Can I still do some more things? And yeah, I just check in again by myself and notice, okay, I'm able to do maybe two more things. And then I start doing those things as well. But please be honest with yourself. And I know it's really hard, and I push myself sometimes way too much because I just didn't want to sit down all day on the couch and waiting to get better. So sometimes I pushed myself, but I always notice when I did that, it's just even harder to recover from it, and I'm not moving forward by pushing myself. So please try not to push yourself and be gentle with yourself and take the breaks you need, because that's so important for your brain. And yeah, and always think what's best for your recovery. And I know it's not always possible to take breaks. For example, if you have kids, if you need to go to work, just name it. But it's really important to give yourself that rest that you need. So that's how I plan my days. And what's helping me is to use a task manager. And I use the task manager Asana, and it's spelled ASANA. And in this task manager, you can just put all your thoughts and assign them to a specific day. And it's really helping me to keep my head clear. So every time a task just pops into my mind and I think, oh my God, I still need to do this, or I need to do that tomorrow, or this evening I need to do that. So every task that I give myself, I put it in this task manager. And when I completed a task, I just click on it and then it disappears. And it feels so good just to have like one overview of tasks, so you don't have to put everything in your head, because I know how hard it can be when you have a concussion to not feel overwhelmed. And putting all my tasks and my thoughts in there, it's really helping me. And that you can assign it to a day, it's helping me as well. So I just look in this task manager every morning when I make my planning. And sometimes I think, okay, this is a bad day. And then I move the task to another day. So it's not that you don't do the task anymore if you're feeling bad or something. It's just that you have more control to move them to another other day, instead of keeping this task all day in your head and you're feeling stressed about it and you think, oh my God, I forget if I don't do it. Just put it in there and try if it's helping you as well. It's really helping me. And I can't even live without it anymore, because that's just my second brain. That's how I call it, my second brain with my task in there. And I just love this tool. And another tool that I'm using is Google Calendar, just to keep eye of my appointments. Sometimes I put some all my calls in there for the community event. For example, when I have a call with a new host who wants to host a class, I put the time and everything in there, so I know exactly how many calls I have during that week, and I know that I just can't handle that much. So, for example, if there are already 4 calls, I say to myself, okay, that's enough. And if there are new calls coming, I will move them to the next week. So I know there is just a maximum for me for calls and also for other tasks. So I have this overview for a week, and I just know my boundaries. I know that I can't handle more and I don't plan more. And yeah, that's really helping for me. And I also plan my breaks in my Google Calendar. So I notice, okay, I'm doing this task and then I break. And every task that I finish, I remove them from my calendar. So I see myself like going through the day with my Google Calendar, and that's really helping me. Without these two tools, the Asana Task Manager and my Google Calendar, I feel really lost, and it feels like I have to remember everything myself, and I just get stuck when I don't use them. So that's what I wanted to share in this podcast. I really hope these tasks are helping you as well. And yeah, if you have another option or another task manager or another thing that is helping you a lot, please let me know or send me a message on Instagram. I would love to hear about it. And if you don't know about my Instagram, you can find me under the name Concussion Community. I'm sorry, the Concussion Community. And yeah, I just hope to see you there. Or what I also wanted to mention is that I created, it's new for the community, that I created a 1 week free trial. So everyone can just take a look at the community and see if it's a right fit for them, learn about my tools and everything that I'm using, my tips and tricks, or just attend some live classes from coaches. Just see if it's working for you, and if it's not working, please, that's okay as well. You can always cancel within this first free trial, within this first week, and it doesn't cost you anything, so you don't have to lose anything. I just want to, yeah, I just want to, I don't want to drag you into something that you don't want. So that's why I created this 1 week free trial for everyone, just to take a look and see what's happening there, and if it's helping you. And of course, I really hope it's helping you. And yeah, I just can't wait to hear more from you. And yeah, hope to see you there. I want to end this episode by letting you know that I received a lot of questions about what helped me in my journey. To answer all these questions, I wrote an ebook. Inside this ebook, you will read about what 7 things helped me the most in my concussion journey. These 7 things helped me to reduce my fatigue, to have more energy, to improve my sleep, to feel less stressed, and to be able to exercise again. You can download it for free and receive it right away in your inbox. Click on the link in the description or go to my website, theconcussioncommunity.com. It's the first thing you will see. I hope it's helping you.